Jai Hind, dear students, I am Suptratim Saha, representing Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, for the subject of Management in Telecommunication Systems. My today's topic is Technology Trends and their implication for telecom regulation. If you look at the structure of this subject, it consists of learning objectives, introduction, microelectronics, and economic catalyst, progress and prospects of optical transmission, wireless technologies, the end of line, telecom software, a major concern, and conclusion, that is regulation for technology success. The learning objectives are describing the consequences of VLSI for telecom, that is related to microelectronics, discuss the progress and prospects of optical transmission, explain the information and communication technology, knowing about the microelectronics as and which are economic catalysts, and defining telecom management networks. The introduction, the relative importance of technological innovation and government policy reforms as drivers of successful development of public services has been a subject of constant debate for many years. The world's most comprehensive overview of information communication technology policy, that is ICT policy, and regulatory trends, ITU's Trends in Telecommunication Reform 2016 brings together insights from a broad range of leading global experts to help regulators, ICT analysts, and tech journalists gain a deeper understanding of the issue facing an increasingly broad array of ICT players and consumers. New ICT goods and services are bringing with them enormous social and economic disruption. But while there are many benefits to be reaped, the report highlights regulatory challenges that must be addressed to preserve the level playing field considered essential to competition and innovation. With the theme of exploring regulatory incentives to achieve digital opportunities, the report emphasizes the growing importance of flexible, light-touch, technology-neutral regulatory principles which stimulate market growth while protecting the rights of consumers and encouraging new entrants, which is a very important parameter, by the way. Information and communication technologies are now all pervasive and will be central to helping the world meet all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The role of ICT regulators in creating an enabling environment for ICT growth and development has never been more critical. Microelectronics, economic catalyst. The modern technology has positioned us in the midst of a new revolution. Together, nanotechnology and microelectronics are the engines of modern commerce and are directly or indirectly enabling numerous innovative global changes. Whenever there is advancement in their performances, a dawn emerges in the global economy, bringing improvements in all areas of human endeavors. Nanotechnology and microelectronics, where global diffusion, economics, and policy provides comprehensive research and case studies on the issues surrounding technology transfer and diffusion, trends and developments, and economics and policies as they relate to these technologies. Unique wiring techniques such as wire bonding are also often used in microelectronics because of the unusually small size of the components, LEDs and pads. This technique requires specialized equipment and is very expensive. As techniques have improved, the scale of microelectronic components has continued to decrease. At smaller scales, the relative impact of intrinsic circuit properties such as interconnections may become more significant. These are called parasitic effects, and the goal of the microelectronics design engineer is to find ways to compensate for or to minimize these effects while delivering smaller, faster, and cheaper devices. The diversity of processes and products within the microelectronics and semiconductor industry is immense. The focus of the occupational health and safety discussion in this chapter centers on semiconductor integrated circuits. Integrated circuit means IC, its production, printed wiring board, production, printed circuit board, assembly, and computer assembly. The emergence of the microelectronics industry has had a profound impact on the evolution and structure of the world's economy. The pace of change within the industrialized nations of the world has been greatly influenced by advances within this industry, specifically in the evolution of the integrated circuit. The industry is composed of numerous major segments. The Electronics Industry Association uses the following definition in reporting data on pertinent trends, sales, and employment within the industry. These are electronic components, consumer electronics, telecommunications, defense communications, computers and peripheral equipment, industrial electronics, and medical electronics. If you look at the progress and prospects of optical transmission, it is a communication technology that uses light pulses to transfer information from one point to another through an optical fiber. The information transmitted is essentially digital information generated by telephone systems, cable television companies, and computer systems. An optical fiber is a dielectric cylindrical waveguide made from low loss materials, usually made of silicon dioxide. The core of the waveguide has a refractive index, which is also known as Ri, a little higher than that of the outer medium, which is known as the cladding, so that light pulses are guided along the axis of the fiber by total internal reflection technology. Optical technology is already the dominant carrier of global information. It is also central to the realization of future networks which have the capabilities demanded by society. For example, essentially unlimited bandwidth to convey services of any kind, full transparency that allows terminal only upgrades in capacity, and flexible routing of channels are some of the key features that cannot be provided by alternative technologies. The major driving force behind the widespread use of fiber optics communication is the high and rapidly increasing consumer and commercial demand for more telecommunication capacity and internet services, with fiber optic technology capable of providing the required information capacity. Advances in technology have enabled more data to be conveyed through a single optical fiber over long distances. The transmission capacity in optical communication networks are significantly improved using wavelength division multiplexing, which is also known as WDM technology. Polymer optical fibers offer many benefits when compared to other data communication solutions such as copper cables, wireless communication systems, and glass fiber. Better error correction codes, which are more efficient than the present BCH concentrated codes, are envisioned to be available in the nearest future in optical communication. Erbium doped fiber amplifier, which is also known as EDFA, is one of the critical technologies used in optical fiber communication systems. In the future, better technologies to enhance EDFA performance will be developed. The laser neural network is an effective option for the realization of optical network nodes. Coming to wireless technology, the term wireless has been used twice in communications history, which slightly differs in meaning. It was initially used from about 1890 for the first radio transmitting and receiving technology. Wireless technology provides the ability to communicate between two or more entities over distances without the use of wires or cables of any sort. This includes communications using radio frequency, that is RF, as well as infrared IR waves. Most lay people today think of laptops, tablets, smartphones, and modems, that is routers, if we ask them about wireless technology. Coming to the telecom software, technology trends and rising consumer demands have inundated the telecom industry with challenges. The digitally evolving standards of customer centricity have led to decline in ARPU and the influence of progress automation has forced many to re-examine their internal operations. As product service innovation continues to expand, telecom organizations must adopt agile strategies of digital transformation. In recent years, communication management software or unified communications have become widely used in the offices of some of the top companies in the world. Unified communication software integrates real-time communication and data tools and services like instant messaging, voice over internet protocol, video conferencing with non-time services. Communication management software allows a user to send a message on one medium and receive a message in another channel. Regulation for technology success. Policy and regulations can have a significant impact on business, especially those operating in the technology sector where innovation is a constant. Innovative businesses are at a risk of falling foul of outdated laws or hastily introduce new ones that could harm their operations and growth. Many of the most successful organizations have developed strategic engagements with policymakers and regulators in order to create relationships where government, regulators and industry can work together to achieve better outcomes. Government regulations can have both positive and negative effects on the innovation process. The government has fast-tracked reforms in the telecom sector and continues to be proactive in providing room for growth for telecom companies. Some of the other major initiatives taken by the government are as follows. The Government of India is soon going to come with a new National Telecom Policy 2018 in lieu of rapid technological advancement in the sector over the past few years, so that the policy can attract investments worth rupees $100 billion in the sector by 2022. The Department of Information Technology intends to set up over 1 million internet-enabled common service centers across India as per the National E-Governance Plan. I hope this was informative to you and thank you for listening. Jai Hind.